standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Goff. Smith catches left side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
Up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
On the 44-yard line.
Now it's gone. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 45-yard line.
Third and long. It's gone. Complete. Jefferson to target. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Got an open man finding Jefferson. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Gone. This one brought in by Jefferson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got Lockett. And he will have the Vikings 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Back to the ground, Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Cook. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. A shotgun snap for Gone. And he finds Cook. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Goff now looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
34-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Goff. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Now a run with Cook. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run. Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Completes it to Samuel. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They try again with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, here's Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
His kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the 2nd half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working from the gun. Rodgers into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
21-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Cook. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It's 2nd and inches.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Spinning away. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on the 24-yard line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun, it's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. It's caught. Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. For 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Again, it's Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Trent Sherfield, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Vikings 13, Packers 7.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Gone. They almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he takes a shot on the release. says this will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Gain of 15. First down, Green Bay.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown,
Aaron Jones. His 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come.
His kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score, Packers 14, Vikings 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now gone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
9-yard line. A gain of 15. First down, Green Bay.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. To the left side, complete. That's Griffin. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Goff on 3rd down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. They give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
The ball carrier He was taken down at the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Goff now to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
He was brought down.
Solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. On second down, it's Jones. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the field and find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish